She was really the heart of the Freestar Collective.
Hey, how'd you and Leah go?
That's pretty crazy, even by Shawshank standards.
Well, nobody
All
ever
she wanted to
accused
do was
those
talk
boys of
about
having an
Aquila City's
overabundance
history.
of common sense.
I got a 90-minute lecture on the great Solomon Coe, founder of the Freestar Collective. How pathetic is it that I can't compete with a guy who's been dead for more than 100 years?
Aw, come on, Alex. That's just how she is. And besides, you knew that going in. You need to find some common ground. Show an interest in the things she's passionate about. Read some slates. Ask her some questions. Meet her halfway, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Guess I've got some homework to do if there's gonna be a second date.
That's the spirit.
Don't be causing trouble now. Helga says I spend too much time at my terminal. He's probably right.
Well, up a seat. What I've got's better than any swill they'll serve you in the United Colonies. I promise you that. Ah, it's not mine. I just work here. Yeah, I guess technically the city owns it, but it's really the Freestar Rangers' place more than anyone else's. But yeah, I'm happy to work here. The pay's decent, but it's also the safest job I've ever had. I know the place looks huge, but we don't actually have rooms for rent. The upper floors of the Rock are all occupied by the Freestar Rangers. The place you're looking for is the Stone Root Inn. That's in Midtown. Sad to see you go. You come back, all right?
Need something? You got some business with me? Oh, well, if the Marshal sent you to me, that means he's looking to recruit you. Just so you know what you're getting into, I'll explain who we are and what we do. Well, the Freestar Rangers ensure the safety and security of the Freestar Collective and its people. We might hunt down a fugitive, break up a smuggling operation, investigate a starship theft, or put some would-be bank robbers behind bars. Whatever needs doing to keep the people safe, we do. Sure, but we Rangers work across the whole of Freestar Collective space. Like most things that are worth doing, it ain't always easy. But do I think we make the Freestar Collective a little safer for everyone? Yeah, I do. I imagine you've got some questions. I'll answer anything I can. Well, in theory, a Freestar Ranger can go anywhere in Freestar Collective space, even private property. But of course, it doesn't always work out that way. We also have jurisdiction over any local security when we're tracking a fugitive. The number's always changing due to retirements, recruiting, and unfortunately, death in the line of duty. But as far as I know, there's never been more than a dozen Rangers at any one time. I'll say right up front that if you're looking to get rich, this ain't the line of work for you. But yeah, we do get paid from time to time to help with expenses and such. Okay then. A word about myself. I'm in charge of making sure anyone that wants to be a Freestar Ranger is up to the task. That being said, the Marshal wouldn't send you here if he didn't think you had potential. So, what's it gonna be? Are you ready to sign up with the Freestar Rangers? I prefer a more practical kind of evaluation. I'll give you the details if you want to join up.
It's a dangerous job, but an important one. As long as you leave room for your commitments to Constellation, we won't have any problems.
Before I hand you a badge, I need to know you can handle the job. You helped out with the hostage situation, but sometimes people just get lucky. Tell you what, use the mission terminal and take one of the listed jobs. Your choice. Come back alive, and we'll talk about you joining up. Sorry, but it doesn't work that way. Just do the one mission, and we'll go from there. This is a dangerous line of work, and I'm not putting someone in the field unless I'm sure they're ready. Oh, got no lack of confidence, have you? Well, let's see if you back it up.
Good to see you.
Let me drink in peace.
I don't do payment plans or lines of credit, and I don't sell to shady individuals. If you can handle that, your money's welcome here.
More than a few, yeah. Unless you're up in the core, life around here ain't easy. Folks can find their way into all kinds of trouble. I've had no end of desperate souls come through that door in search of a way out. I know it ain't technically my fault when someone buys one of my guns and starts shooting up the town, but still don't feel great about it. Hopefully you ain't one of those kind. Okay, but if you start shooting up the town with something I sold you, I'll be more than a little displeased.
you've got what it takes, Trackers Alliance is always offering work. You must fancy yourself a bounty hunter if you're coming to speak with me. If you think you can hack taking down wanted criminals for pay, the Trackers Alliance posted the mission boards like the one you'll find at the hitching post. I haven't been in the game for a while. These days, I'm more on the admin side of things, finding new recruits, dealing with freelancers, etc. But the wildest bounty I had was for a guy who smuggled several tons of Aurora off of Neon. I was hired by Benjamin Bayou himself. Simple, or so I thought. Tracked the mark across the settled systems, only to find out it was a diversion, and the guy was actually still on Volite Alpha. Built himself a little floating base using scrap crafts out in the deep waters. Swam out a ways to reach him without alerting him to my presence. When I found the guy, he was so blitzed on his own supply that he went willingly. Thought I was an angel, leading him to the promised land, instead of directly to the local authorities. You have trouble finding the mission board, and yet you think you can track down a bounty. Whatever. Mission boards are where organizations like the Trackers Alliance post jobs, such as bounties for wanted criminals. Any freelancer can take them on if they want. You'll usually find them not too far from spaceports, at bars or other places where people tend to congregate. Yeah, bye.
Excuse me, is your ship in need of a doctor? Or a botanist? I might be able to help. I trained to be a surgeon at the Corps, but I know a lot about rongoa and internal medicine too. My parents are doctors. I grew up learning from them. Oh. Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. I'm sorry I couldn't help.
Well, look who it is. How are the settled systems treating you? Make any enemies yet? Waiting. I do a lot of that these days, but the shortest path to a goal sometimes requires patience. Choosing to act is what puts you in conflict with others. It's not about how pure the intentions are. Once you start making a real impact on the universe, there's always more and more people who end up on the losing side of your decisions. Someone always gets hurt. Now you sound like one of the factions. I'm sure both the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective think they're making things better, but that didn't stop them from going to war. I guess that's just the nature of things, isn't it? People start by thinking they're doing the right thing, and then your version of what's right collides with someone else's. Someone will. That's what I'm saying. If you want to hold on to living life your own way, then stay away from the do-gooders. Better to just let people be. A single person achieving their own ends is at least honest. Helping people is just another form of control. Ah, there I go again. I was in danger of waxing philosophical last time, and now I'm knee-deep in it. I should stop while I'm ahead. I'll catch you around.
Excuse me. Wait, where are you going?
I'm proud to say this is Aquila City's newest establishment. Welcome to the Hitching Post. We just opened, so it's great to have you here. Yeah, that's right. Been scraping together the money for months now. Got some help from my girl Alejandra too, but not as much as everyone's saying. I swear half the people in the city think I'm freeloading off her, which really burns me up, you know? Anyway, that's probably more than you wanted to hear. Let me know if there's anything else you need, yeah? Take your time.
Hello there. It's been a long time since I saw a new face at the hitching post. Did you just come from the spaceport? Aye, Captain. I am not surprised. You have the look of a starfarer. Do you employ a crew? I'd be happy to offer you my services as a mechanic. I have experience working on traveling ships. I understand. If you change your mind, I'd be happy to join you at any time.
You're welcome to just hang out if you want. Some come here to drink, others for the company. Everyone's welcome.
Welcome. Thanks for choosing Chunks. Which chunks would you like today? Chunks are the highest quality ingredients sourced from all over the settled systems, and I forget the rest.
There are two certainties in this universe: death and eating at a Chunks restaurant. And to be honest, death is almost preferable.
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be demolished enough.
That bank robbery sounded intense. It could have gone down so much worse. Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight traffic as it is.
so many little details and so many fingers involved in everything. The trade authority's always looking for new opportunities.
Aquila City is bustling, one of the busiest trade authority branches in the galaxy. The trade authority looks to partner with local governments to find mutually beneficial arrangements. I'm the local representative for the organization. In that capacity, I work with merchants and business people and local leaders to make sure trade flows regularly and efficiently to and from the city. With the long lag times of interstellar communication, we wanted to have someone here in person to talk face to face and make quick decisions. After all, the trade authority's work is vital to the continued growth and prosperity of Aquila City. Well, like the name says, we promote and facilitate interstellar trade. I won't bore you with all the minutiae and laws, contracts, regulations, and the like. What I will say is that a steady flow of goods and services from one place to another is vital to the stability and survival of the settled systems. A scarcity of resources would lead to unrest, anarchy, and maybe even war. Nobody wants that. I do have need of a courier. A simple job. The timetable isn't even an issue. But it requires discretion and no questions. Take this message to the Den. There's a trade authority rep there, Marcel. Just give the paper to him. If you could take a roundabout path to get there, that would be best. And that's the last we will speak of this. You have a great day.
SSNN says that spacers and the fleets are getting worse. That's what they all...
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space or got separated from their home planet or what.
Mr. Wright's gonna be looking for an...
Let me know if you start to feel dizzy. The gravity here will be playing nasty tricks with our blood pressure.
Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
I'm telling you, I would kill to be able to afford a trident.
I don't have any results from the seismic sensors yet.
If you're looking to stay, Eloise can handle that. My job's, well, everything else. So, about this mythical vacation.
A lot of famous people visit Aquila.
Sorry.
Popping back a
We'll
beer,
go.
you never know who you meet.
We'll go.
Fancy
Just
seeing
need to
you
find a
here.
time.
I was thinking.
Neon? They're barely a part of the Freestar
Late one night,
Collective.
Annie Wilcox tried to
So we're
arrest
getting
me for
political
public
now?
indecency.
Hope
She'll
Town's
be a
not that
terror
different
when
from
she
Aquila.
grows up.
Hard workers, and everyone making their own way.
I feel for the folk in the stretch.
Hello.
I
Good
try
to
and
see
give
you.
a credit or two
If
to the
there's
low
There
house.
certainly is. My family's owned and operated this place going back generations. Why, the Stone Root's been around so long, it's even older than Midtown, and that's saying something. Aquila City folk value legacy and tradition deeply, and by running this, I get to be part of that. We got the best rooms for rent in Aquila City, and one's got your name on it. You looking for just one day or more? Sure thing, honey. The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture. We got a full menu for you.
Hey there.
Hey. Hello?
Had a good sleep? Yeah.
Howdy.
I can hardly wait to test my theories.
Sorry, got a lot of repair jobs right now. I wish people could be fixed as easily as robots.
So many books to read and so little time. If you want to purchase anything, just let me know. Or if you have any rare finds. Yes, I had a husband, but he's no longer with us. We loved to travel, and always we'd be looking for rare books. Most of what you see here are mementos. It's sometimes hard to sell, but books are not meant to be hoarded. They're meant to be shared and spark something in us. I am a bit of an aficionado of old Earth novels. Well, truth be told, it's more of an obsession. Reading their stories is a revelation, not only for, the pure imagination, but the window you get into long-gone historical eras. I'll pay handsomely for any books you find like that. Except Charles Dickens. Definitely not Charles Dickens. Oh, nothing wrong at all. When colonists were forced to leave Earth for good, cargo space was precious, and for some reason everyone thought to bring their Charles Dickens collection. No, I mean he was an amazing writer. His stories are timeless, but what I'd give for a copy of Sense and Sensibility, or the Three Musketeers, oh! The original Three Musketeers, mind you, not the dozens of interpretations of it. Who doesn't? Movies, slates, theater, all have their appeal. But books, you can get a window to mankind in its earliest days. Whether adventure with Homer, or the actual thoughts of Julius Caesar penned in his own hands. And they offer visions of the future and wonderfully impossible things and might-have-beens. So, yeah, I do like books. Perusing the shelves? So many options. Oh, I'm sorry. There's nothing you have I don't have or am interested in. Sorry. You are welcome back anytime. My husband. I think he would have liked what I've done here. He so loved books. If you ever find an old Earth printing of City of God, I have been looking for it for ages. Feel free to read. This is a haven for all that love letters.
I picked up something you might be interested in. Lifting off now.
to it now.
Our ship's full of the faithful, Sanctum Universum. Happy to talk if you're inclined. I'm making another run out of New Atlantis, taking Universals out in the stars. To get closer to God and to appreciate the galaxy and all its majesty. We grav jumped to a few different systems. We're lucky to have some pilgrims who have never been off-world. Seeing so many marvels can be a life-changing experience. Space travel is dangerous, but fortunately most ships don't engage us. Whether it's respect for our religious beliefs or the fact that we carry only passengers, I don't know. Have you ever felt something spiritual while traveling the stars? I've jumped dozens of times, and I still don't know I've had the revelation that Keeper Aquilus describes. But I'll keep jumping. I completely agree. It was a pleasure talking with you. We have to be going. But I hope God watches over you out there in the stars.
How have you been?
Hey, it's always a good day when you come around.
that should give your weapon a bit more punch.
I'm glad to see you looking well.
to need it anymore. Well, this looks like a nice spot for a lovely cup of tea before we return to the carnage. Shall we?
I have things for you.
Keyless City's always hopping.
Watch it. Ships coming and going all the time.
Evening, sir.
Would someone really tamper with the data intentionally? I just don't see any other explanation. Oh, it's you. I got the data from the seismic sensors, and I need help. Nothing that would get you in trouble this time. Promise. I need someone to go talk to Davis Wilson. He isn't speaking to me. None of the security folks are, actually. Oh, thank you. It's really nice to hear that when others just don't seem to care. Remember the sensors you helped me set up around the city? Well, Davis Wilson is pretty angry about it. I suppose I should have expected that, but now no one involved with security is willing to talk to me. At all. And I really need to coordinate with them because the data I'm getting from the sensors is, well, it's off. Not what I expected at all. Kinda everything. The timing of the results, the strength of the signals. I did a lot of research on the Ashta before I started this project, and none of it lines up like it should. No, the tech is fine. I never would have put it out there if I had any reservations about that. Look, I know I screwed up here. I went behind Davis's back and did what he told me not to. I don't expect him to talk to me. But this, I'm not gonna lie, it looks an awful lot like someone has been purposely messing with the system. I can't just stroll up and accuse him of anything, but maybe someone, you I'm thinking, could just ask around, see if something's going on. I'd really appreciate it.